Technical services, just around this corner. Through the door. With a gold handle.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
I see.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Interesting.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
What the heck
That's
does
why
it
we
mean?
called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Straight through the red.
Well,
Said she never saw it.
not sure what the heck is going on here, but it seems like there's something more to these cases than we were originally led on to believe. In any case, we better go ahead and try to figure out where Angel is. Check at the front desk, see if he's gotten here.
You mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
Oh, I'm sorry, no one told me he was in interview room 2.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Well, why don't you tell us about your last contact?
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
That's a lie.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Oh? Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the alibi that we have against you?
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Interesting. Tell us about the divorce proceedings.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
But that's not true, is it?
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Yeah, but she has the attorney's letter. Which, by the way, if you visit the bar before you interrogate Angel here, this actually gets upgraded to the divorce letter papers. So, just keep that in mind.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. But yeah, either the letter or the papers will work, so don't fret.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
He's being straightforward. There you go.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
What about the bloodstained shirt?
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
You're glancing around a lot, and I would think the bloodstains don't quite match up with your story.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Orange Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Alright
I
then.
want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you
I think
got
it's time to
that.
check out that bar. Come on. Come on, Galloway. We got places to be.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No, no. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that.
Oh, God.
She ends up in an alley. It's a sad story, but this town's seen
I got
it
blindsided.
1,000 times.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
You know, in reflection, I actually kind of find it interesting that when you're looking at your book, your little notebook there, it actually does reflect, like, your partner getting in the car. Because if you noticed, it was light for a moment, and then you see, like, the shadows of someone getting into the car, and then the door closing. That, I didn't realize that touch was there. That, I have to say, that's a pretty good touch. I gotta remember that for later. Now let's go down this alleyway. Shortcut. Oh, this is actually like a pretty direct shortcut, actually. As long as I don't get broadsided again. Seriously, that car came out of nowhere.
415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
Okay.
You shut the hell up.
Sure, go ahead and provoke the guy with the gun.
Lady of the house. It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together. But they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Get the bastard.
Sorry about that.
Officer down. Give yourself up. You're a cop killer. Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. Hey, you!
Oh. Want to rip out, huh?
Stay in cover.
come on! Seriously, really? Really? I don't like cases like these where I don't get a lot of cover. Well, I do have a lot of cover, it's just I'm not using it wisely. Well, in that case, I just didn't actually even have good cover, actually, now that I think about it. Because I kept firing into a stupid window blind. Out of my way, mindless worker drone.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 415.
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I will.
Get the bastard.
Officer down!
Give yourself up.
That swine. Look at him.
You're a cop killer!
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Hey, you!
Oh. Want a roughhouse, huh?
Oh, for Pete's sakes, really? How is it that I can't hit him, but he can just, like, punch me and then shoot me in the gut? That is bullshit. Bullshit. Why am I even trying to hit him when I'm in close range? What the hell? Come to think of it, why was he even still behind the door there? I just call bullshit. I call bullshit on that death. That was a bullshit death. I should not have died there.
What? Officer down!
Alright, this time I'm playing it a little smart here.
Give yourself up!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
There! Got him!
What have they done to you?
That's what you get for killing me twice, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry for being angry, it's just... Well, you get killed twice by the same guy. You're gonna go and shoot a guy in the head. I don't know, I just don't like this mission. It doesn't seem to have very good cover. And even if you try to get good cover, then you just get blasted. Because the guy just, like, jumps out and shoots you in the gut. And then, no, he punches you in the head, then he shoots you in the gut. Well, now I've officially done 20 street crimes. Officially done half of them. Although I've only shown, like, 19 of them, I think. Still that one I gotta do for the nighttime of, traffic. Whee! Oh, ow. Okay, let's not screw around anymore. Let's just hurry and finish this up. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd my guide go? I put that down somewhere and I, didn't pick it back up. Here it is. Oh, look, it's my favorite street corner. The one with the stairs that I can just rocket down. Rocket Man. Okay, enough goofiness.
Oh, come on!
Let's just hurry and get to the El Dorado bar. I highly doubt I'm going to get that street crime, because one, it's the broad daylight. There's only one street crime left. I know that for a fact now. And two, well, it may also be a traffic case I may not be able to play during the murders. The homicides, I should say, so... Well, there you go. So, let's just get to the destination ASAP. Now, why'd that take so long to unlock? You get that trophy for, crashing into vehicles a lot. No. For doing half of the street crimes, so 20 of them. But I don't know why it took that long to unlock that achievement. Because literally, I beat the street crime how long ago? Well, here's the El Dorado bar. And it's 2:28 p.m.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar.
She did.
I'll show you.
Let's see.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs.
Oh, so these were to Angel, were they? Oh, I wonder. Yep, these are the divorce papers.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Let's see. Well, we will hold on to this as evidence. So let's talk about her stuff, shall we?
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
You're dodging the question like so many other people I know.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
The fruit market?
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Well, it sounds like he's telling the truth.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
I see. Well, before we leave, let's check the back door. What did I just... Out of order. Interesting. Guess we can't call anything in here. What do we got going on out here, though?
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just pick fruit market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Interesting.
Fine. Thanks.
Really interesting. Let's follow him, shall we? By foot. Then lose him. But we don't have to look too far, because in case you haven't noticed, there it is! Just picked fruit market. Could you imagine it? It's right there across the street. So let's just run on over while we're at it, shall we? No need to take the car, we could just literally run here. Only 6 minutes later, too. Wonder if they calculate the time based on how long it takes you to get there. Let's see, we even beat the guy here. Wait, he didn't have the cart with him.
Was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Are you working Friday night?
Let's talk to the head grocer here while we're at it. Maybe we'll get some clues from him.
I got a call back
Sir,
from Universal Chorus
Wait,
Line.
you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
And maybe you'll be answer some questions then.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
But you're dodging the question.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
No. This wasn't the time of prohibition, was it? On one way or another. We caught him in something here.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
I have my doubts, too.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
I see.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
He's being straightforward here, though.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Brown Ford
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
I guess we get to take a look around now. Let's check out the back office. Who knows what we'll find back here. Look at all the booze.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins.
Look at all the
Check through this
booze.
stuff before we get back out there.
Look at all the booze. Man, this would be a party 24/7 for 5 weeks. What do we have here? A bloody scalpel. Ugh.
I cut someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Perhaps. A bit. What have we
What
here?
are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh, I remember this. Do you, viewers? 2. 5. 3. Could it be? Looks like a charm bracelet. Mother Mary. A rather religious charm bracelet.
This fruit skull punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
And of course he runs. They always run. Oh, even better, he's getting into his truck. Sure, I could use another car chase before the end of the day, couldn't I?
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Alright, got my bearings, I know where he is. Don't run over the people.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Trying.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Woohoo!
Clean this asshole off the road.
I'm sorry, I had to do a Duke Hazard there. Can you blame me?
Isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Get in close, pop the tires.
Steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Oh no. I don't think the pit maneuver works in this game, viewers. I've tried it a lot of times and it doesn't work.
Cole, spit him out.
You're a bad shot.
Now.
You're a bad shot, Galloway. Can't even pop one of his tires. They're not gonna say it? Oh.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Well, there you go. Case closed.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Yes, sir. And of course he takes a nice crate of the stuff with him. Of course, he's the captain. He's allowed to do it, after all. Oh, I might actually have a 5-star on this. Hooray! Looks like he's going to the gas chamber. Such a pity. What a waste of human life.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is a Shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Probably talking with the voodoo lady too much. Though I suppose that's also how Guybrush got in trouble. Oh, I just made a Monkey Island reference. The White Shoe Slaying. Yeah, this will be our next case, but this will be for another day. But that's not to say we won't watch this cinematic first off. Get a preview of what we're going to be dealing with. Who's that creeper? Creeper! Creeper! Sorry.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too.
Bad Scooby-Doo reference.
Just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Alright, so this is Solomon, signing off. Have a good day.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
What?